stars step up.
Rise Up came about last year as a mantra, if you will.
It's not just a mantra for the players, it's a mantra for our fans, it's a mantra for our organization from top to bottom.
Rise Up is about attitude.
We've been to the playoffs, had back-to-back winning seasons, but now it's time to rise up, take that next step.
We grind as hard as we can, and we take it back to the locker room and get ready to do it again.
We all want to be great. We expect big things out of this group. When the days get tougher, we do too.
Smitty is constantly preaching to us, positive attitude, positive thinking. It trickles down throughout the whole team.
There's certain things that we didn't do very well last year. We've put this offense together, this new defense together. Not only have the coaching staff been involved with the play, but we've gotten a number of players involved with it as well.
I don't want to say it's been easy.
We all wanted more. Just thinking about, what has happened to us the last 3 years in the playoffs, it's been difficult.
We had great winning seasons and fall short in the playoffs.
There's a lot of pressure on us, and we got to respond, and we got to go out there and play well.
The expectations in that locker room have been much higher than the external expectations.
As a team, I really feel like we're ready to get over that hump.
So now it's time to have that trophy that everybody wants.
Hi, I'm Hub Arkus for Pro Football Weekly, along with Associate Editor Dan Parr, and we're taking a look at all 32 NFL teams, previewing each of them as they kick off the 2012 regular season. Atlanta Falcons, one of the teams on your beat, Dan. And we talk about the big additions to this football team. A player or two, but as much coaches, I think, as players.
That was really the approach they took this offseason. They made changes at offensive and defensive coordinator. Mike Nolan comes in to replace Brian Van Gorder on offense. Dirk Cutter replaces Mike Mularkey. On the player personnel side, Asante Samuel, really the only major addition of the offseason. They did not have a pick in the first round. Peter Kahn's second-round pick was their first pick. So really, the changes are in scheme more than personnel.
Not a lot of losses in terms of quantity, but some quality.
Absolutely. You talk about Curtis Lofton, middle linebacker, a guy who's been playing every down for them for the past 4 years. You have Akeem Dent replacing him, a very inexperienced guy. That's a question mark right now. And also on special teams, Eric Weems really did it all for the Falcons. That's a guy I think they're going to miss this season.
All right, now, optimistic about this football team, I would think that starts on the offensive side of the football.
No question. Matt Ryan coming into his 5th season, maybe a guy coming into his very own, and you look at what he has around it with Julio Jones, Roddy White at wide receiver, one of the best tandems in the league. And at running back, they're pretty loaded. Michael Turner, I think, is still a guy, while he's getting up there in age, still pretty effective between the tackles, rusher, and I think Jaquiz Rodgers could break through this season in his second year, become more involved in that offense, and Jason Stelling gives them some good depth there. And Tony Gonzalez is still in the mix too, so offensively they look pretty good.
Concerns for this football team, also offense. Unfortunately, that line's got to play better.
That's the biggest question mark for this team. Sam Baker at left tackle, is he going to stay healthy? Is he going to have a better season? He lost his starting job last year, and this team just lost Will Sweetek for the season. This is a guy who started 10 games at left tackle for them last year. They now have Lamar Holmes, a 3rd-round pick, as their backup left tackle. That's a huge question mark. Pass rush inconsistency, also a big factor for the Falcons. Last year, John Abraham and Ray Edwards very up and down.
Dan, according to the preseason writers poll, we've got the Falcons at 10-6, but that's second in the NFC South, and in a loaded NFC, that doesn't get them into the playoffs. You're going to need 11 wins this year or to win some tiebreakers with 10. We'll keep an eye on the Falcons as well as all 32 NFL teams.